All right, everyone, welcome to discuss where we're going to be looking at how to create a responsive navigation bar for your mobile and your desktop view. So here I already have navigation from desktop. I'm just going to turn up my developer mode quickly. So, all right, let's minimize this. Just load this up again. Okay, so for our desktop, for our mobile view here, we have a really cool animation that just slides in our mobile navigation when we click on this hamburger button here. So for my HTML, I have some pretty basic stuff here. I have a navigation, a nav element with the class of navbar, and then also a div with the class of logo, my site, which is what we see here. Then we have three list elements: home, about me, and contact. And then we have this here for our hamburger menu. So let's jump into writing some CSS code. Now, just before we get started, I want us to know that this also deals with JavaScript. We're going to be adding a little, just 4 lines of JavaScript code just to make this active at the end of our code. So now we're going to move into styling our navbar. Now, in case you're wondering why this isn't extending to the end, remember we have three different elements here, which is this div here, this list, and then another div right here. So let's kind of center this. So that's that for our nav bar. Let's jump into our logo. Let's give this a color of white. Let's change the color to white, and let's increase the font size to, let's say, 1.5. And then let's make this a little bolder. Okay. Now let's work on our nav links. get rid of our decoration on our text. Okay. Now let's get to styling our hamburger menu. Now let's work on our bar. In case you're wondering, the bar is inside of our hamburger menu, each of these span elements here. So okay, so that's that for our desktop styling. Um, let's move into styling our mobile view. So we're gonna have this a media query. So we're going to give this a position of absolute. Now, in case you're wondering why we're giving this a position of absolute, we have a course on positioning. So you can go look at that to understand positioning. I explained everything you need to know about positioning. But what we did here, we removed this totally out of the flow. So an absolute positioning, and then we give it the top 60 pixels. 60 pixels. We're going to give this a width of 100%. So it's going to take up 100% of our screen. Um, Background color. Okay. I think that's works well. So we're going to change the flex direction. Okay. And then let's center it. So let's add just a little animation here. So whenever we click on our hamburger menu, which is going to be displayed here, just a little while from now, after we add it up, it's going to just like say we want it to, just flow in. We're going to add transform. So we want it to translate in the x direction, right? Which is moving in this axis, x axis. So we moved it completely out of our layout, 100% out. So Okay, so that's the animation we want it to, kind of like flow in on or out whenever we click our hamburger menu. We want this to flow in of ease in or ease out anytime we click that. Okay, so we have our hamburger menu here, but it's not active as we want it to be. Um, but it's all looking good so far. So we want to jump into our JavaScript, and it's just a simple JavaScript code. So we're going to create a constant. I'm going to call this. Okay, so we have these two constant variables here. One is hamburger. So we're basically telling this JavaScript to go into our HTML document and assign this variable to this value here. So document.get query dot query selector rather dot query selector. So we're assigning the value of this hamburger here to this our variable that we have just created, a constant variable. And it's the same with our nav links, attaching the value of this nav links to this variable we have just created here. So next we're going to be adding an event listener. Okay, so we added an event listener telling our JavaScript to listen for clicks. So whenever I click JavaScript, our hamburger menu here, it kind of like just pops this out. Let's add some spacing to this. Let's see. Um, okay, I think that looks fine. So here's our desktop view, and then a responsive mobile view. When you click this, kind of just pops out our navigation bar. And then, so that's it, guys. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more web development content.